The R34 GTR, the holy grail of JDM legends as people say, is every JDM kid's wet dream, known by many from video games like Need for Speed and Gran Turismo, as well as from watching Too Fast Too Furious. While I do consider the R34 GTR as one of my favorite JDM cars, let's be real, I'm not selling a kidney for a 25-year-old car that used to cost around $25,000 in the early 2010s, which is about $36,000 in today's money, even with inflation included. Personally, I don't think any street legal JDM car should be hitting six figures, well, maybe with the exception of the NSX LFA and maybe some other Nissan spec GTRs. But I'm not here to debate spec sheets, and for that matter, I don't really consider myself as a car guy because I just enjoy appreciating the design and little details that make cars special. I don't really have much mechanical knowledge. Alright, enough of that. Hope y'all are doing well. Today I'll be showcasing two 1 out of 18 scale models from my collection and doing a comparison between the Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec Nür and the M-Spec Nür. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button to trigger the algorithm to milk the valuable content I'm providing. Though of course, the choice is yours. And before we begin, make sure to stick around because later on in this video I'll show you guys a bonus feature of another R34 model I have. So let's start with the V-Spec Nür. This model was made by AUTOart. It's a die-cast composite model, but this is not just any ordinary R34 model. This in fact was customized by a friend of mine a while back and was replicated according to the R34 featured in Initial D. The color of the V-Spec Nür is in Millenium Jade, and some of the custom parts I've added to this model are the Yokohama Super Advent Racing SA3Rs in silver, the Nismo S-Tune front bumper with the same body color, and the front and back Japanese number plate according to the same R34 driven by Kozo Hoshino in the anime. Everything else is all stock. All in all, I think the purchase of this model is very well worth it, considering the price, which I think I bought for less than $200 at the time it was released, and the details are impeccable. I know a lot of people might disagree when it comes to these composite models, but I think composite models, there are a few advantages, such as you not needing to worry about paint rashes over time, and as well as the body of the model is also a lot lighter compared to the die-cast metal, and the details have always been consistently good for AUTOart. And yeah, in my 18 scale collecting journey, this R34 model is the second car model that I collected, but over the years as I've collected more and more, I start to realize that I don't really have much space to display all of them, so part of it is just hoarding. So I just thought about, why not just give it away to my brother as a birthday gift, since my brother's favorite JDM car is the R34 GTR. But me personally, I'm an Evo guy. Next, we have the R34 M-Spec Nür. This is made by Makeup or Idea, whichever you want to call it. Even though the resin models, they don't have the openable features like the die-cast models, they are a lot more detailed, such as if you look at the headlights, the grills, the wheels, and the tail lights, and everything is just more of a solid foundation compared to the diecast. Previously, I showcased this car model in my JDM car collection video, so if you haven't checked it out yet, feel free to do so. I'll put the link in the description. So what are the differences between the V-Spec and M-Spec Nür? Fundamentally speaking, both the V-Spec and M-Spec Nür have their own individual focus on performance. The V-Spec Nür focuses on outright performance with more aggressive tuning, while the M-Spec is designed to be more of a slightly balanced approach by offering good handling while still being comfortable for street driving. According to the GTR registry, there were only a total of 285 M-Spec Nürs made, with only 9 Silica breath M-Spec models made in total. For the V-Spec tuner, only a total of 718 were made, with only 156 of them being Millenium Jade. It's unfortunate that the M-Spec Nür did not sell as well as the V-Spec tuner, though as it is pretty understandable why. Personally, assuming that the prices were relatively the same when they were sold, I would personally choose the M-Spec as comfort is what I prioritize. Last but not least, as promised around the start of the video, here is another feature of the R34 model that I have to show you guys. Again, this is made by AUTOart. The only difference is that this is one of the earliest models that were ever made by AUTOart, and the earlier models were made out of die-cast metal instead of the composite models that we have today. Even though earlier AUTOart models may lack some of the fine details and the precise scaling of the newer releases, which is understandable since the 3D technology or whatever the technology was used to manufacture the models weren't as advanced as what we have today, their overall quality is arguably superior due to the die-cast metal construction instead of composite. The earlier models were also heavier and offered the metal coated paint job, which offered a more realistic appeal, and overall the features just gave a more premium feel compared to the later models. In addition, another different feature that I found interesting is the color of the engine bay for all R34 models. After doing some research, I noticed that the engine bay colors were pretty much all red except for the M-Spec and the V-Spec Nür, both of which are based on their own respective body colors. So that concludes my 1 out of 18 scale R34 model comparison, and thank you for listening and watching all the way. I really appreciate it. I ended up spending way more time than I expected for this video, between rehearsing, editing, and making all sorts of adjustments, but I hope you enjoy it. I'm also happy to announce that I have reached over 10 subscribers. I know it's not really a big milestone or, some sort of achievement to a lot of people, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. If you like seeing what I put out there, feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.